Hey everybody, I wanted to do a video tonight about working with the waning moon in Capricorn. Um, Everything that I'm going to discuss can be applied for any moon phase when you're working with Capricorn. But last night was specifically a waning moon in Capricorn, and it was like close to midnight, so I started it on a Friday, and it kind of worked its way into Saturday. I worked with several different modalities, and I used crystals and stones. I used oracle cards, tarot cards from two different decks, and I'll explain why. Oh, certain spiritual cleansing agents to clear my space and to cleanse my crystals and me, and two different archangels. I really wanted to work with angelic energy for this spell, so I used two different archangels. So I have the glyph for Capricorn drawn here. So I drew that out in brown because the colors associated with Capricorn are brown, charcoal gray, and black. So I drew out the glyph for Capricorn. I am a Capricorn. My sun is in Capricorn. The angel who's associated with the sign of Capricorn is the archangel Cassiel. He rules over the day Saturday, the sign of Capricorn. Well, I was born on a Saturday as a Capricorn, so he is like all up in my life energy. I'm very, very close to this particular archangel. He's the kind of angel who Cassiel will help you to get the work done, but he's not going to do it for you. He's about you putting forth the energy to do things. So some spirits and angels will just do things for you just because they want to or are helpful or whatever. Cassiel is about you empowering yourself and you actually taking action. So I called on Cassiel, and the crystals and stones I used, hematite, which is one of his sacred stones. This is actually a hematite necklace. You can't see, it's kind of wadded up here, but this is a really pretty hematite necklace I have. And hair. I shed like a sheepdog, I tell you. And smoky quartz. I love this little quartz. I love this. And black tourmaline. Now, all three of these are associated with the sign Capricorn, all three of them thus associated with the archangel Cassiel. They are excellent stones for grounding. Think about earth energy, the sign of Capricorn, it's earth, so very grounding stones. Great for root chakra work. They are also excellent, any one of them on their own, but all three of them together, holy crap. They are wonderful for clearing space, moving out negativity, especially for anybody who's a tarot reader or comes in contact with a lot of people, a massage therapist. Hell, if you just work with the public, these are great stones to have. If you're feeling kind of flighty, these are great stones to have. Hematite is wonderful for reflecting negativity. Smoky quartz is another one that's perfect for that as well. Black tourmaline. Let's talk about this one, okay? Black tourmaline is wonderful for absorbing. It's like it does it twofold. It's great for absorbing negativity, but it also flips it and transmutes it and turns negative into positive energy. So anyone who is a reader, I highly suggest that you use this. Certain religions and spiritual practices, this is a big, it's a must-have for people who do work with any kind, especially channeling. Yeah, this is a must-have. As a matter of fact, I have a small piece that's a pendant that I wear around my neck to keep me safe and protected when I'm doing readings, but also to make sure that my words as they're coming out are cleansed and purified and of the highest vibration. This is like a chunk that broke off of another big piece I had, and I actually keep this underneath the cushion at work when I'm doing readings to keep me grounded and to keep me protected and safe. So all of those went on my altar space. The tarot cards I used, let me do the oracle cards. So it's the crystal reading cards by, I hope I'm not butchering her name, Rachel Charman. And I don't have all the cards that correspond with the crystals I have, but some of them I do. So this is a piece of black, a card for black obsidian, great for shadow work. Another very Capricorn and Cassiel card. Hematite. Isn't that just beautiful? I cannot talk enough about this deck. It is so freaking gorgeous. Oh my God. It's as beautiful as having the actual stones. And black tourmaline. I have the card for black tourmaline. Protection. And yes, it does. And then the tarot cards I used for it, the world. So the world, this is my tarot vampires, which I love this tarot deck. So this is the world. It's ruled by Saturn. And if you look carefully, you can see the glyph for Saturn right there. So this card is associated with Saturn, a sense of accomplishment, getting things done, and it's the world. So Earth, our world, planet Earth. So, and Saturn, the taskmaster, moving through time on this earthbound plane. And then the last tarot card I used was the Queen of Pentacles, or in this deck, it's the Queen of Skulls. Now, I, being Capricorn, always associate myself with the Queen of Pentacles. This deck is so beautiful. And I got it when it first came out. I guess like 2011 it first came out. And I fell in love with this particular Queen of Pentacles. Fast forward to like 2013, 14. I ended up being the mommy of the most beautiful black German Shepherd. She's actually a Belgian Shepherd, but she looks like a German Shepherd. And in this deck, wolves, the black wolf, is associated with the earth sign. So this card went on my altar for this work, and you can see why. That is me, and that's my puppy. That's Celine, who's on the other side of the bridge, the Rainbow Bridge. But I mean, how crazy is that? That's me, and that's my dog. So this picture definitely went on the altar. So the other archangel I used was the archangel Anael, because again, I started this spell on a Friday. Anael is, her sacred day is Friday. She's associated with Venus. So the crystal I have and the tarot card I used, actually I have them on another altar right now, doing work with a different spirit. So I can't show you those right now because they're in an actively working altar right now. But the cards I use, the oracle cards, pink tourmaline. Isn't this just beautiful? I mean, this is as beautiful as holding the stone in your hand. So tourmaline, pink tourmaline, is associated with forgiveness. So Anael, she's associated with the planet Venus, the day Friday, the heart chakra. So the colors pink and green. The Empress card, which is the one I had on the altar that I worked with her because of its associations to Venus. And she's wonderful for compassion, moving through that heart space. And again, this was a waning moon, so I wanted to remove the blockages. A lot of forgiveness that I have to have. This was a perfect card because as a Capricorn, we are so friggin' hard on ourselves. Now, we'll tell you that we're just being realistic. And we really actually believe that. But can be so hard on ourselves. So this was so moving through a certain amount of forgiveness. And I have so many obstacles right now that I need to work through and remove, not just blocking my heart center, but in the earth plane. You know, my dog, even though it's been a year and a half, I still miss her terribly. My heart is still broken from that. I just lost my mother 5 months ago. So moving through all of that grief and sorrow and sadness, and Anael is just a beautiful angelic energy to lovingly and compassionately help to heal a broken heart. And especially with this waning moon in Capricorn, it was so perfect because I'm moving through those emotional issues, but also I'm still up in Pittsburgh, so I'm dealing with moving the physical stuff out of my mom's house, her house, the contents, you know, and the emotions that's bringing up that are so painful and weird, you know, like going through your mom's stuff, like going through anybody's stuff, and who gets what, and what am I going to sell, and what am I going to give away, and how am I going to move the things that I'm going to keep, and just, oh my God. So this was such a wonderful moon for me to do this work. And the other card I used is Emerald. Don't have any emeralds, much to my sadness. But Compassion and Emerald. And I used 2 different decks. I used the Tarot of Vampires by Ian Daniels, but I also used the Thelema Tarot. And just to give you an idea, this is another card that's associated with Anael, the 7 of Cups. So I wanted that contrast of the light and the dark. So those all went on the altar. Cleansing agents I used Florida water. Sorry, reach. And this is Florida water. It's wonderful for clearing space. It's used in so many different ceremonies. You can splash it on you. It's cool and refreshing. And it's great for clearing off space. And I used the rose water to wipe on the pink calcite stone that I had to work with on Anael. I had a pink and a green calcite, and use those to rub on those stones. Again, rose, that beautiful heart-centered, beautiful fragrance. It's so wonderful. So those are the things that I used for working with the moon in Capricorn, the waning moon in Capricorn. And so I'm very excited and appreciative to have worked with Cassiel and Anael, and I'm excited to see as a matter of fact, I've already, it's 2 days later, and I'm already starting to see some benefits. So I hope that this is helpful, and I will see you in the next video.